G'day everyone, and welcome to episode 34, season 2 in Transport Fever. And we're looking at our gravel pickup from our quarry, gravel or stone as it turns out, even though it looks remarkably like coal inside that vehicle. But still we are reliably informed, as you would be. I'm going to turn that off. Reliably informed that it's stone. Now, since the wonderful episode 33, I have fixed up the tracks coming in and out of Rugby so that we now have an upline and a downline, a couple of sections or blocks, and the traffic should work much better for us because of that. So I am quietly confident in our ability to keep this running. Now, it is early days for our service here. We are not carrying the amount of goods that we really want to be carrying, but that is in part because of the throughput that we have going. You may recall that this train, which is carrying our stone, drops it off there. Stone gets taken all the way, basically halfway across the map, to get turned into building materials and then come back. We have made the building material flow complete by getting the building materials to Rugby by road, but we are going to be increasing that, doing it by train as well. So we just need to be mindful of that. So as you can see now, this particular train, we do have the upline, which is on, the right hand side, and then the downline to Rugby, well, whichever you think is up and which is down, is organised that way and comes through the station. Now the station may prove a bit of a bottleneck later on, but at the moment it's not going to be too bad because the trains that run to and from wherever it is that we're turning that stone into building materials, it's still only one, is a fair way away, so the frequency of trains is not going to be great. But we will deal with that as time goes on. Now, speaking of that very other train, which it appears is nowhere to be seen, that's our wonderful bridge with the funny bit of rock stuck in the middle there. And interestingly enough, oh, there he is. Now, 0 out of, nothing. No logs and no... I wonder if he's not taken any building material. Possibly not, actually. Or, sorry, any stone. And if he did take the stone, it would be on its way to being turned into building materials, I hope. Well, there's nothing there. And doesn't seem to be much there. Alright, so we need to... Let's just speed this up and have a look at this guy. Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's nice. Okay, I think it gets a bit noisy down low, so we just stay up high. Yeah. And there should be no stopping here. Good. See, I think this is going to work out quite okay. And we just just keep an eye on this, because obviously now what he should do here is he should pick up 4 stone. That's what should happen here. And that should get the situation going down in the production area. So, oh, look at that. Yeah. So he's got 4 stone. That's 52 out of 52. Now, he won't get any building materials on this trip. Now, what are you waiting for? Are you going? No? Oh, right. Okay, yes. This is where we start getting the switching in. Oh, you know, you can see how busy this section is going to become later in the game, can't you? Yeah, very exciting. All right, we're at 2 speed. So let's just, oh, come back. You know what, even though that's quite loud, I think I can edit that out later on when I do the sound for the video. But that is pretty good going. Nice. Yep, no, that's pretty good. And of course we've got our own bridge over here that we'll be getting up on. Now this is only a single track going down to building materials at the moment. You know, that bridge over there on the right, we really do need to do something with that. It looks just weird. Yeah, but we'll get this down there, single track at the moment. But if the traffic picks up, it certainly will end up being doubled. $843 million in the bank, not too bad. And here comes our tunnel. Good bit of tunnel. Actually, for a simple freight service, it's a great bit of tunnel actually. And it's huge. Okay, here we go. $3 million. That's not too shabby at all. Now what we're going to do now is we're just going to keep an eye on this for a minute. Actually, let's go down here and we might look for and this could be quite interesting, watching the trucks come and go. The good thing about this particular run is that particular train will get half a load down and half a load up, so it should make a profit in both directions. And normally some of our trains make all their profit in one direction and lose money in the other. So as you can see, there is no stone left there. So now it's up to the trucks to bring the stone back as building materials. And they're making 24,000 whenever they drop one off. You can see it in the background there. But as yet, no return stock. So we are kind of keen, or I'm kind of keen to see some stock coming back our way. Ah, no, I don't see anything. Building material, no. Oh, unless of course it goes straight over here. 5 materials. Okay, all right. Well, we have a successful route, everybody. And this guy is going to make some more money on the next run. So let's just go up all ahead 2/3. And let's keep an eye on, let's go Dubbo for a minute. Dubbo's got some interesting things happening here. Seems to be people are waiting quite a bit. Yeah, okay. Passenger service, they're doing okay. Whoa, passenger service, they're not doing okay. What is going on here? Well, maybe. Whoa, the tram. Tram Wongarban Rugby. Is that? Ah. Interesting. Does the tram Wongarban Rugby still run? Interesting. Hang on, we need to check that line for a second. Tram Wongarban Rugby. Tram, maybe under T. Tram Wongarban Rugby, and it is yellow. Oh wow! Look at you. Holy dooly. Yeah. Oh, we can put some more trams on that. Not a problem. Yeah. Okay, so Tram Wongarban Rugby. What are you doing in terms of, let's just check. Oh, almost $1 million. Wow, $800,000. Yeah. All right, Tram Wongarban Rugby. Nope, that's the road depot. That's the one we want. Tram Wongarban Rugby. I'm going to make you yellow because I think that's a nice colour. I don't know. What do you reckon? An extra 3? 1, 3. Tram Wongarban Rugby. Yes, sirree, Bob. Okay. That will help that. Now, 52 building materials. Oh, nice. We missed it coming back, but that's good. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Oh, you're going into the tunnel. Well, there's the thing. Let's see. We'll go back up all ahead 2/3. We'll get this guy back to rugby. Keeping up the speed. I mean, it's doing 120, so it's doing quite well. $115 up that slope. Back up to 120, 120. Yep. I haven't checked on our fuel service for a little minute yet. I'm not quite sure how that's going. Yeah, but he's not stopping here. That should be fine. Yep, here he comes again. Fine. So this is looking like it's going to be quite a successful run. I think the next thing is we need to do is have a look at, oh, I love the switching. Have a look at getting the building supplies up so that we can ship them out to other places. $2.9 million. Nice. Okay, we're running full loads now, so that's very good. Okay, we're running full loads. Now, what we need to do, Are they building supplies? I can't tell. I know. No building supplies. Tram 2 is right. Okay. So they're over there. Why is there fuel there? Are we moving fuel? Hang on, I don't remember us moving fuel. Are we moving fuel? Rugby crude. Rugby building. We're not moving fuel. Oh, wait a minute. Fuel also goes to the industrial district. I wonder if it's picking up everything. What are our trucks doing? 12 and 28. 12 and, yeah, they're taking fuel. You cheeky little blighters, but not building materials. Oh. Wait a minute. Yeah, no, he's picking up fuel from there. I'm bringing it in here. We need the trucks that are going that way. What have you got? You've got fuel. What about you? You carrying building materials. Isn't that interesting? 12 and 38. We need to see what this guy picks up. Oh, they're taking fuel. Right. Okay, so we need to think about this for a minute here. The crude is going to there, oh, right. Okay, all right. What we need is a new line that goes from there to there. That is called road freight rugby, not fuel, building materials. Now, rugby siding to rugby exchange, rugby RF building materials, which it's not. RF building materials 1. Well, it's not. Okay, so we know that. Okay, so you're good there. So I just want to put you up there for a minute. Let's get you back to 1. Now, what's the other line? Okay, what's the other line that runs in there? Rugby building materials and rugby building mat, which it is not. Because the rugby building mat, right, isn't. Rugby, so that's going to be rugby fuel. Okay, and it's going to be vehicles. Overview, finances, charts, vehicles. Now I would have liked to have made that specific, but I can't from the look of it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to buy 3 of these, and we're going to restrict them to construction materials. They're going to be black anyway, and we're buying 3 of them. And we're setting the line to RF Rugby building materials. I think that's what I wanted to do. Now, in terms of what's going there, the rugby building materials needs to be renamed to rugby fuel. Yep. Okay. Now we've got something. We had, where'd they go? Accumulated fortune. Whoa, 1 billion. Holy dolly. 1,000 million. We did well. Rugby fuel. It's not taking that. All right, hold on. It's not taking that. All right. Okay, everyone stop for a minute. We need to modify the line. Rugby fuel. Oh, of course, there's another way to deal with that issue. Yeah. There's another way to deal with that issue. We take a truck, right, which is already set to that, and we change its line to RF Rugby fuel. Building materials. RF Rugby fuel. There it is. Okay. That might actually just trick the do. Okay, so it's 26 for 26. Okay, you know what? That's going really well. Really well. Okay, it's gone. And that's going to knock that down quite substantially. Really good. Okay, happy with that. That is a good outcome for everybody, as it turns out. Now, our next... Wow, what are you doing there? Yeah, well, okay, but your work. Okay, our next thing is we want to move the building materials into these towns. So, first of all, let's go find... My gosh, isn't it so much quieter when you turn the trains off? Possibly not so much because hopefully I will have edited that noise level in the post edit. But I want to get the building materials to these 3 towns. You know, the Dubbo, Wongab, and Geary section. But the best way to do that is not obvious to me at the minute. So I think what I would like to do is just quickly come back here. Man, look at all the fuel going over there. All right. Okay, fuel. This is building materials and stone. I was going to say rocks, but yes, stone, rock, same deal. Can't remember what this one is again. There's so much going on now. Crude goes out and stuff comes in. Now, what's this one? Oh, yeah, this will be the fuel out one, I think. Is that the fuel out one? Yeah, that's the fuel out. And the fuel out goes on both these lines, so that's okay. Now, the fuel, now let's double check this. The fuel is going to the industrial district. And if we take the construction material, I keep calling it building materials, but construction material, they also go to the industrial district. So then what we need to do is in the goods section down here where we've got the Wongarban fuel going, we'll also need to put trucks in there that just take building materials. So that is actually not going to be that hard to do. Wow, look at the passenger service over there. That's not good. So nothing's happening there because that's a dead station. So if we start, okay, so we go to Geary. Let's go to Geary first. And let's say to Geary, you've got fuel, right? Geary fuel. So first of all, let's have a look at the line. Vehicles. Oh man, they're so old. Replacement, right? Vehicles. Colour is black. Let's restrict them to fuel. Okay, so we got how many did we have? Gosh, I can't remember. No, whoa, no, buddy, no, not at all. Black and restricted to fuel. Whoa, that was much better. Geary fuel. And materials. And we'll call this BLDG, building materials, right? Okay, so we've got 3 of those. And we're going to shift that up to 125 and replace them now. Then we're going to add Geary fuel and buildings. We're going to add 3 from over here, right? 3 of these. That will do construction materials by 2, 3. And we're going to set you Geary. Did I? They're not RF, are they? No. Okay, so Geary set. Actually, you know what? Geary's not set because what we're going to do is just quickly rename that road freight. Yep, so that's Geary. There we go up to Wongarban, right? Wongarban, no, yes. Wongarban fuel, which is not going to be, is going to be road freight, Wongarban fuel, and materials. Right. We need to go and have a look at that again, because I suspect we've got the same problem here that we did on the other town. Where is, oh no, updated. Oh, that's good. Okay, so now we go here. Nope, that's the tram depot. We go here, we buy 3 of these, and we assign them to building materials, and we call them black, and we buy 3 of them. And we set the line to RF, 1 carbon fuel, and building materials, and job is job. Except if it's in the Old Testament, and then it happens to be Job. One of those little facts there that you might like. Now, up here, where things are happening, because this is Dubbo, first of all, you're going to be road freight, Dubbo, fuel, and Boldgunk, materials. Thank you. And you go from, not the tram depot. It's a shame trams don't take freight. Actually, that would be pretty cool. So I'm going to go with the black, and I'm going to go with building materials. And I don't know, maybe 3 of them, same as we've done everywhere else. Down here to the famous RF Dubbo fuel and building materials line, and that's it. Alright, so that's all set up. So now what we need to do is go to, I've lost rugby. There's rugby. Look at the stacks. Holy dolly, it's happening now. Right. Somewhere along here, somewhere in here actually, what have we got? The TG quarry crude oil to Geary, Geary fuel 1, okay, 1 carbon Geary Dubbo fuel, okay, so there's 1 vehicle on that run, and it's train 23, and we need to find train 23 because we're going to change it. Come in, train 23, where are you? Oh, cool, you're on your way back. Well, you know what's going to happen to you, buddy, as soon as you get no, wait a minute, how is that train 23? 1 carbon, 0 carbon, blah. Now you should start switching over. Yeah, there you go. I think it's this one. Could be wrong. Could be very wrong. Right, as soon as you come in, you're going back, well, as soon as you unload actually, you're going back to somewhere. You didn't unload, you loaded up. You horrible person. Right. Oh, I love how the signals are working out just fine for everybody. So in fact what we can do with this one, just having observed that quietly, is we can put one there Yep. So he comes out a bit further. Yep. He goes in there. Now, the question we need to ask ourselves is 3 trucks at 20 units a truck. We need to put, we do. We need to put, what carries building materials? Not that. Construction materials, that's it. Capacity of 13. Oh gosh, 3. Well, it needs to be black. Each truck takes 20, so there's 60. Oh gosh. Oh, that's going to be 40, 50. So 4 of those is going to be 52. I think I'm okay with that. So 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just double check that. How do I? Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, so 4, 2, 4, 6 of those, 4 of those. 52 and 30. You know what? Let's take one more. So 5 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Yes. Set the line. TG. Wangarbangiri Dubbo. Fuel. Right. Wangarbangiri Dubbo. This is going to be a big consist. Yeah, you can wait for a free path, that's fine. You're a big train now, buddy. Now, have we got... Now, we may not, in fact, at this stage, have any building materials set aside. Even though there does appear to be some here, because we haven't established the run yet. So this might be the largest of the freight trains that we have. Whoa! I mean, it's seriously nice. This would possibly, yeah, this is the largest of the freight trains that we have. So a total 1 engine and 6 and 5, 11 wagons. So I suspect nothing will happen until he completes his first run. So what's he got? 16 fuel. Okay. All right. Well, let's just do a little bit of. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Nice. You could really get into doing this, decorating around the track and setting up different things and making it look so that when you're down at this level, making it look super terrific. Yeah, that would be really good. All right, we need to be getting on with this because I would really like to see in this episode us ship some building materials. So I think once we arrive at our first town and complete a circuit, then when we get back we should be able to pick up, well, it may not work that way. I may have to go through all 3. But look at the towns, how they're growing and how the layout and everything is working there. It's really very good. $455,000 going back. We've got $1 billion, so we're not going to be short of a quid moving forward. Okay, well I think that's pretty good going. I'll just go up above this for a minute and go back to the station or the freight hub and just have a look. Now we've got no although there seems to be building materials over there. There doesn't seem to be many building materials held in the station. And I suspect that's because we have that single train running out and back. So you are, and what are you? You're the quarry materials. Where's the building materials train? No, that's not it. Yeah, no, that's that one. Oh yeah, that's the right one. Now, where are you? You're on your way out there. We might have to put a second, given the amount of stone we've got built up, we may need 2 trains on that line. Let's wait and see what happens when he comes back, because I think this may define where we're going to go with our next episode. Yeah, there goes crude. $3 million. He gets $3 million just for taking stone down there. That's pretty good. And 52 coming back. Yep. Now, all being well, not all of the building materials will be allocated out now. They should be allocated between the various destinations. And so we're going to have to get a lot more trains running to make this hub move the amount of materials we need to keep all our towns satisfied. 4 million just over there. That's nice. Alright, now I'm just going to keep an eye on this for a minute and see how we end up, as it were. And we're certainly taking out enough fuel. Although it looks like the number of carriages I put on there was an overestimation. But hopefully for the long run it will work. But this is the guy. We want to see this guy when he comes in and what happens here with the allocation. every town's got the trucks set up to run the building materials to the industrial district. So it's all set to go, as it were. Here it comes, 52. Building materials, or construction materials. And they've stacked up. How have they stacked up? Oh, there they go. Longgarben Exchange, Geary South, Dubbo South. And I would imagine some of them went to Rugby. Well, they would have to, because that doesn't add up to 52. Yep, so quite a few of them would have gone to Rugby. Well, some. Okay. All right. But we do know now that it is working. We have end-to-end on our freight services. And you would have to say our freight hub at Rugby is a success, and we are $1.14 billion. So you know what, commercially we're doing okay, and train wise we're doing okay. I think our airports, in fact I'm very sure that our airports are loss makers, and I don't think that would be hard to prove. Yep, ATC losing money, 2 million. Ooh. Badanga to Yeovil, there's 2 million in the red. What is going on there? Alright, hold on. We'll just have a quick squiz at that, because that's a lot of money you're throwing away on a train service. No passengers. What? No passengers. No passengers. Oh, what? Oh, look at that. How did that happen? Alright, well that would explain why there are no passengers. Oh man. Alright, well we'll get that fixed up. Okay, so we've just made a quick fix there, and hopefully that's going to work out okay for us. We're in 48 minutes and everything is going well, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're enjoying Transport Fever. Hope you're enjoying the trainage. And I will look forward to seeing you in a freight hub near your own hometown in the very near future. Until then, take care, and I'll see you all later. Bye.